playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
And the drive will start with a carry by LaDainian Tomlinson. And a cutback right sideline. Oh, shifty. Whoa. It's a big play on third down for the Titans. 47 yards on the ground. And the elder statesman on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They go play action. Mariota letting one fly deep for Cooper. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Bengal, Leon. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing is Mariota. Caught left side, Gilmore. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Touchdown. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. It's a 4-receiver look to the right side. Mariota from the gun. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota, the big man, get the oxygen tank ready. Past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Second time he's a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Looking and finding Allen Hurns. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target.
Touchdown, Titans! LaDainian Tomlinson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first.
Often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him, Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, McNair. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. LaDainian Tomlinson.
That's the way to conserve time.
3rd and short yardage. Mariota. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
They come out 5. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Mariota to throw for it. Looking for Hearns, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
From the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
They go back to the air here after the INT. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And the Titans getting set to go. And last time, able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Rex Ryan's decision does not pay off. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Mariota on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6, right, 2nd and 4.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to a battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his... Prescott to throw. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be a Dallas first down. And Charles, a good catch there and a first down.
Brandon, excellent execution. Quarterback knew where the ball had to be placed. The receiver knew where the first down line was.
Caught left side, Williams. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Denoris Cersei. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros. Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble. And they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, there it is. Brady connected with Gronk, but at this stage of the game, this is kind of late for them. I'm used to this happening right out of the gate.
Yeah, and we were thinking we would see this per usual. First quarter, definitely second quarter, but not the case.
And their offense not moving.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Denoris Cersei.
Think about who he played behind while he was at Wisconsin, and he turns out to be the unsung hero of the Super Bowl. Would have been the MVP if it wasn't for Tom Brady.
And you mentioned James White at Wisconsin. He was behind who? Melvin Gordon and Monte Ball, right?
That's correct.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And it's 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Surveying the field. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. So we've hit
Getting better and better. He never gave up on himself in his dreams, and he doesn't give up on any single play.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots get a score closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Brady will look to throw for it. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gostkowski now. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Throwing on first down is Brady. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denoris Cersei. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Fourth down. Here's Cutler. And he fires one that's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a KC touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not, and in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They begin here with a run by West. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run again here with West. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Action here in quarter number 3. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Being chased out left. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A look at the offense now here coming back. Minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. On second down, Jamal Charles. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Throwing is Smith. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now a first down following that long gain.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
A first down carry here for Charles. Down right around the 25. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive. On
second down, here's Smith. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Now a carry here for Terrence West. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. The ground game, no doubt, that was an issue for Baltimore this year, finishing 28th. Now, West, he was their leader, but only 774 yards.
Can you believe you just said that? The ground game was an issue for Baltimore? Because that's what they're based on. I mean, that's who they are offensively. Being able to run the football, set that tone, set that physicality, and then throw the ball off of it.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Terrence West, 66 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Situation, you want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will. Ooh, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will put it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Play clock winding down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Damian Williams, 38 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I would get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
In the slot on the right is Graham. To throw again is Wilson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Cameron Wake in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8.
And on 2nd and goal, they decide to throw it again. And this result is even worse. They take a sack. On 1st down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first 2 plays, beginning with 1st and goal.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. In the slot on the right is Graham. They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So now here come the Dolphins. Gets them a new set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a second down throw for Mariota. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Deion Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Third and long here for Mariota. And that's caught inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Well, we have offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Well, they imposed their will on that last drive.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Delaney Walker, a 24-yard touchdown. High ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They go back to the air here after the INT. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Derek Morgan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage depth.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And his guys are going to get the football. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Daquan Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on 3rd down.
Thinking pass. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number?
Coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's 3rd down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now it's Ryan.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He's going to take another shot here. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. ball. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the gun on third down, Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught by Tammy. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He cuts it right. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman with his second. Now Rodgers rolling to his left. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
When Bobby Wagner's career is said and done, people are going to look back and say he was an absolute steal in the NFL draft. A Pro Bowl player for any team.
On the move to his left. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Returnable for Lockett. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return.
Where we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you're going to look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. One back is Lacey. Rodgers now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance
To grab onto right now, aren't you?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. They go screen pass to Hyde. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
On third and long, it's Kaepernick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they have the football and will take over at the 24. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Shift together here from the D-line. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Partner, I know we're supposed to be impartial and not root, but be honest. Weren't you excited for the opportunity for David Johnson of Arizona to have 100 yards from scrimmage in each and every game this year?
Yeah, NFL record, 15 straight games at the century mark. Disappointingly, though, couldn't get that clean sweep. Just 44 yards in the Cardinals' finale after he was forced to exit with a knee injury.
But how about the way he broke out in 2016? One of the stars of the future in the NFL.
David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 69 yards. And the Cardinals.
A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part and forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Here's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he will retain pass. 41 yards.
A well-executed screen pass means the offensive line has bluffed the defenders. They make them think that they can just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up. Little screen pass, lopped it over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yardage when they do it right.
Owabebe Odighizuwa in on the tackle. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Here's the Giant offense. Slot Gronkowski outright. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Going to throw deep for the end zone. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stage. They run with Murray. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Muscles him off. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 55 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. In the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And they're going to speed things up here.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the 3rd quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what, a lot of the
Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the two different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. But Mexico, for the second straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Mariota from the gun on third down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go. He's got a man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Sharp in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are going to add on to their good one on tap here between the Tennessee Titans and the Dallas Cowboys. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 4. They come out here in the eye. Again, it's Elliott. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Third down, still 14 yards left. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He sets to fire deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they've got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Going right side, he has Winton. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. Partner, these L.A. Rams, as they come back out here for the next offensive series, they've now missed the playoffs 12 straight seasons. Of course, this last one, their first back in L.A. They were 3-1, so much hope, but then much time on the clock because another field goal could still do you in.
Brandon, we're going to see right here. I would expect that after the kickoff, this offense is going to come out throwing. So those first few plays are going to be the key.
Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories.
Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive? 7 yards. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Chad Greenway, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.